Confringo! Incendio! Cabalzo!
Is that influence wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardo.
Confringo! Confringo! Confringo!
Bardo's woolly jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Revelio.
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
Revelio.
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! What? Bardolph, my dear, dear brother. Thank you for passing through. Ranrock's loyalists won't hold back. Not even with a student.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
You will regret coming here.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Expelliarmus!
Who's there? Why is it crap?
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I won't rest.
Levioso!
How nice. Let's get this over with.
Accio!
No!
Expelliarmus!
I will.
Confringo!
I won't rest.
Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I will make you pay.
Levioso!
You.
Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! You've one less follower, Ranrock.
One camp down, one more to go.
Levioso! Confringo! Accio!
Someone there. What an unfortunate disappointment.
Levioso! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
When are you going to give up? I won't rest. Such arrogance.
Expelliarmus!
Such arrogance. I'm not quiet enough.
Levioso!
You're a plum bumble turning 5 feet.
Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Levioso!
Stop! I'm afraid of heights!
Levioso! Confringo! Protego! Stupid one!
Cut you from
Revelio.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Adolf,
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
you cleared them out. How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he's still with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
I should have done more. Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying
Revelio.
goodbye, would you?
Tips in the hat, if you please. Oh, now, don't be stingy.
I'm told that last... Greetings! Please, take your time looking about. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself.
Revelio.
Let's have you leave here alive. You're a force to be reckoned with.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll! Oh, I can't believe it! But your things will be safe with me, till they're sold. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
Hope you're not here for a knotgrass sprig, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock.
Revelio. This place has seen better days.
Perhaps I shall scout around Felcroft. Potato! What was that?
Leviosa!
Thought you had me.
Rookwoods don't go incendiary! Oh, it's actually quite cute. What is happening?
Accio. Confringo. Yes.
Confringo like a streamer! Oh, at least give it a bit of effort.
Expelliarmus.
What's that?
Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
Handy resource indeed.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of smoothmort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely. Terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into... Get to them quickly.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be... What's that? Who's there?
Petrificus Totalis.
Quiet as a grapphorn, you are. There must be something here.
Petrificus Totalis.
What was that?
Patricus Totalis. Revelio. 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 Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Glaciers, spells glance off of it. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Oh, get away with that.
That was forbidden.
Glaciers,
It's inevitable. Let's get this over with.
Confringo.
I'm a goblin, not a toy. How childish. Never seen anything like that before. I won't rest.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizards. But this is different somehow.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm glad that's over. Let's head inside. Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. That must have done something. Best have a look around. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupidon! Glacius! Defendo! These look familiar.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
More statues.
Glacius. Defender. Protego. Expelliarmus. Defender. Glacius.
Not making this easy on me.
Revelio. Accio.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when moving in and out of the archway.
Revelio. Accio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors.